first started competing, my dream when I first started was to step on the Figure Olympia stage.
I think it's all going to come down to, you know, her being at her best and presenting a package that the judges like.
Once I realized that I had a work ethic, I could set a goal and follow through with it, I thought, I want to go all the way.
You can take 7 judges and they might have you in 5th, and you can take another 7 judges and they might put you in 1st. And that's just the way this sport goes.
Now that I'm with a company and I have a team of support, it's like, it's almost like pinch me. I really can't believe it. I've done so much on my own that it feels really good to have a team.
As you're coming down, you're tracking the shoulder blades.
Yeah, I was talking because of the angle. You know, they expect me to show up in shape, and I expect me to show up in shape. So, yeah, there's a level of, and also, you know, people say Ava Cowan's going to be competing, you know, so there's a little bit of that, and I'm very hard on myself. So, you know, I just want to do a good job. That's my whole thing. I just want to do a good job.
Well, obviously, it's okay to want to win. You gotta want to win. You gotta have a burning desire to win.
I'm definitely really excited to get back in the NPC and doing it in New York. You know, it's big time. I had an absence, and now I'm coming back, and it's just like, you know, this is where it all happens, you know. Everyone who's involved in the fitness industry and bodybuilding, anyone is a part of that organization. So I'm really, really excited, and I'm really excited about the look of the direction that, you know, the IFBB is going in. And so I'm thinking, you know, this might be something I can do. So I'm used to doing everything by myself. No support system, putting on my own tan. I mean, like, literally putting on my own tan. So it just feels good to have people that have your best interests at heart. They're supporting me. I got picked up at the airport, man. I mean, this is good. I mean, like, I know that's, like, silly, but it's not to me. I mean, it alleviates stress for me, and it's like, I feel like I'm part of a family now, and it's a really good feeling, you know? So I'm excited.
I get asked all the time, like, how many carbohydrates are you eating? And it really depends on my metabolism at the time. Earlier in the summer, I had a better metabolism. I wasn't dieting as long, so I actually got more carbohydrates because I can actually tolerate it. Right now, I've been kind of dieting for a while, so my body just gets used to it, and so I have to decrease the amount of carbs I get. I also cycle my carbs. I don't maintain, you know, like 50 grams of carbs a day. I'll do like 150, 125, 50, but it depends on what's going on with my body.
When we picked her up to go train, she had a huge bag with her. She had a food bag, and you know, we went to the supermarket afterwards, and she shopped around for food and picked up all her food, and she stayed on the diet perfect through the entire thing. So
The nice thing about what's going on with my diet is that I work with macronutrient totals. So instead of saying I have a chicken breast, broccoli, and rice to eat, I count, let's say, 125 grams of carbs, 170 grams of protein, and let's say 40 grams of fat. So I get to have a variety of food. I count the totals. I use a website online. I implement everything every day, and that way there's no guesswork. I know exactly what I'm eating, and all the way down to the sodium and everything, so it's great. I don't just say, oh, I'm going to have 4 ounces of chicken. Like, I add it up. So I know exactly what I'm getting. So let's say that I'm gaining weight. I can then make adjustments from those totals. I mean, my body's used to one thing, so I'm not going to do one thing all the way through my prep, and then all of a sudden I'm going to do something different. My body may not react well to it. So I'm going to know what I'm going to be going into a show like, you know, there's going to be no guesswork. The week out before a show, I also watch my sodium. The reason why I watch my sodium is because I don't want my body to retain water by making adjustments. So if I stay the same, my body's just going to stay the same. So I'm not going to gain water and get puffy. So really, I watch my carbohydrates depending on what my body's looking like. I'd rather be flat and tight than full and spilling over. Also, I watch my water. I drink a gallon a day. Like I'll kind of water load a little bit, so I'll do maybe a gallon and a half to 2 gallons. Then I'll go right to a gallon, and I stay the same all the way to the show till the day of the show. And I still drink water the day of the show because I'm bringing in much more carbohydrates, and the only way to get carbohydrates in the muscle is with water. So I have to pull it in. So the people that go with no water, they often look flat. So I like to keep, water moving and keep my muscles full that way. It's a day-by-day thing. I have to just monitor what I'm doing.